Hey everybody, welcome back to The Stuff of Legend. My name is Deadl and I've got another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be going over some really recent news about ABC talking with Marvel about a potential, mostly brand new female superhero TV show. Now, I want to get into this and break it down. It's not what it sounds like on the surface level. So some of you guys may be saying, hey, this is awesome. This is like totally... I'd love to see a new show, love to see a new superhero show that's female. Some of you guys are probably thinking, dude, another female thing. Can we just get a superhero show with a little bit of mix? And it's actually quite more mixed than you might think based on this news. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and switch my screen over, and we can start to break this down. So I'm really excited, guys. There's a lot of news here. I actually predicted quite a bit about this. Now, from the thumbnail you guys have already seen, I'm talking mostly about Marvel's New Warriors, and this is a show that was back in early 2018. We had heard that this thing was coming out. At that point, I believe it was even late 2017 that we knew the show was going to be coming out at some point, and then in 2018 it was supposed to come out on Freeform, and it was never brought to life. They were able to get the pilot gone. I think they even finished the either the pilot or the whole first season. I can't remember if it had gotten that far yet, but Freeform never picked it up to air it on their show. I'm sorry, on their platform. So they never got to show that off to the public, and it kind of just got lost in limbo. But there was some rumors that ABC was looking to pick it up, and all of the cast, the entire cast, had tweeted out. I made a video about this over a year ago, guys. We've been waiting for a long time for this, but they tweeted out, the entire cast tweeted out, hey, this is right around the exact same time as Roseanne had just gotten removed from ABC. She had gotten kicked off her own show. I think she had made some comments to a lady about something. It was something involving like a race or a joke about Planet of the Apes or something. It was not a good situation, and she got kicked off the show. They switched the name from Roseanne to the Connors, and that's what it's been ever since. ABC never picked it up, but they've been in talks with Marvel, and I would like to show you guys what we're looking at for this. So I'm going to jump over to this Deadline article. Please forgive all the advertisements that are on this article, but I can't control that. So here's ABC. ABC lines up the next Marvel adaptation in talks for mostly brand new female superhero. Now, we'll explain this in just a second, okay? So bear with me 1 minute. So it says ABC is in talks about bringing another Marvel female superhero to the network. The broadcaster is working with Disney, with its Disney sibling, on another comic book adaptation. So if you guys didn't already know, ABC is owned by Disney. That's the parent company. Disney owns ABC, but they do operate separately. So if they are going to work with Marvel, another company that's under the parentage of Disney, they would have to talk with each other. Disney can't just tell them to do it. They can suggest and strongly suggest that they want this to happen, but it is its own entity within the family of Disney. So they would consult and they'd communicate and they'd work out deals because it's still business. So, but that does speak very well for it that they all are under the Disney branch now. So the broadcaster is working with Disney, its sibling, on another comic book adaptation. This comes as Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is set to finish after upcoming 7th season. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is getting ready to come to a close, which is an ABC superhero show through Marvel. That is getting ready to drop off and be canceled. But New Warriors, I believe, is going to be the one picking up. If it's not New Warriors, it'll be something else. Who knows? It could be Young Avengers. It could be a Runaways type of thing, even though they're on HULU. But you know what I'm saying. There could be another group or TV show that obviously will have a female lead and probably a ton of diverse casting. It's probably going to be something very similar to what we already have going on HULU. And then, it says the hope is seemingly to ensure that there is at least one Marvel property that is on air on the broadcasting network at any given time. However, it's not clear whether the adaptation is being lined up for the broadcaster's traditional development season or if it will be developed off cycle. So basically, is it going to be within its seasonal schedule, or is it going to be developed regardless of a seasonal schedule and somehow maybe just brought to streaming. Who knows? Obviously, they want this on the platform. ABC is all about having shows on their schedule. I doubt it would be off schedule. It's a possibility, but I find that highly, highly unlikely. They're going to make most of their money by getting viewers to watch them either during the day or the evening or night. They need to fill their schedule so eyeballs are on their channel at all times. So that's probably what's going to happen here. It's going to be on ABC, and I'm sure we could watch it the day after on Hulu. So ABC Entertainment's president, Carrie Burke, told Deadline, she says this is the important part. This is what we need to focus on, okay? So listen up. It says, I have spoken to Marvel, and we are in active talks about one project in particular. While she didn't give any details, she said the character would be something mostly brand new, and that the series would fit in with its strategy of female-focused superheroes. So obviously they want to focus. The rest of it is kind of just like speculation and just like who else could it be, She-Hulk or blah blah blah. I don't think it's going to be any of those things. I would love a She-Hulk movie or TV show where it kind of focuses on her being like a lawyer, and then it goes back to her being, you know, the Hulk, crime fighting. It would be very much Daredevil-esque, except with more of a brutish element to it. I do think, though, this is going to end up being New Warriors because the pilot is already shot. We know that at least the pilot's shot, probably several episodes, and because the show was bought, it was bought by Freeform, it was picked up, but it was never given a spot on their schedule. And so I believe the whole first season was done. This could be, I could be wrong about that. Someone let me know in the comments if they got further than the pilot, but for sure the pilot was already shot 100%. And so now we're looking at this, and the Carrie Burks, the president of ABC, says, I spoke to Marvel. We're in talks about one project in particular. My guess is it's New Warriors because that's the TV project that's already been created that never found a home platform. So that's probably what it's going to be. It's literally the Lost Boy of the Marvel shows. It just needs a home. And then it says this. While she wouldn't give any details, she said the character would be something mostly brand new, and that the series would fit in with its strategy of female-focused superheroes. Now, to give it context, what does mostly brand new mean? This could go a number of different ways, right? I mean, a lot of the Marvel superheroes, like if you go as far back as Namor, that's an 80-year-old character, right? I mean, that was created before it was even over at Marvel, and then eventually was picked up by Marvel and introduced in the Fantastic Four as the first anti-hero. So that was pretty cool. But there's characters that go back 80 years, 50 years, 40 years. If we're talking about New Warriors, the lead character is in fact Squirrel Girl, with a co-star being Deadl Theler as Mr. Immortal. And so that would be a female-centered story with a hunky, broad-shouldered, big, like, awesome. I love Deadl Theler. He's so sick. But Deadl Theler would be playing Mr. Immortal as a secondary character. His comedic chops are awesome. Love the guy. He was great in Baby Daddy. And also in Ninjak versus the Valiant Universe. Really cool. But you take a look at this show, and it has all the potential to fit every criteria ABC could possibly want. Female-led, comedic, superhero action, and wildly diverse, right for just about every age. To me, it hits every checkbox they could ever want for a show on ABC, especially if it's going to be replacing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They need that superhero element. They also need a female-led element. That, to me, is New Warriors, and it fits well. I've been really looking forward to New Warriors. Because Squirrel Girl is such a ridiculous character. It's like, it's so over the top that if you play it for comedy, it's going to be gold. It's going to be absolute gold. Milana Vayntrub is really funny. She's the chick from I think it was not the insurance commercials. I don't remember what it was. It might have been either cell phone or something. T-Mobile. It was T-Mobile commercial. She's from T-Mobile. But that out of the way, we look at what they say, mostly brand new, something mostly brand new. There's a lot of characters that are in the Marvel lineup that have been around for 30, 40, 50, 80 years. Well, I guess not 80, but, up there, really, really close. Squirrel Girl was invented in 1992, and barely anybody knew about her. That's that's 26 years ago as of the making of this video, and that's, you know, even then she was nobody. She was nobody. She was nobody. She was nobody for years, and then she started to get famous and popular in the last like 10 years. And so even then, almost nobody except for diehard comic readers know who she is. So when this hits air, it's going to be as new and fresh as, say, like The Boys, the show that's airing now. I forget, what is it, Amazon or something, I don't know. But it's pretty legit. Like, it's an idea that is relatively new. And even though it's not new, it's somewhat new, or it's rather mostly new, and it will be surely new to the vast majority of viewers that watch it. So that, I think, fits the criteria of something mostly brand new, or brand new mostly. And the series would also fit with its strategy of female-focused superheroes. That, to me, is exactly New Warriors. It sounds like a perfect description to me. And just to point out, if you guys hadn't already seen, Squirrel Girl, this is just the data. If you just Google search it, she was created by Will Murray and Steve Ditko. First appeared in Marvel Superheroes Volume 2, Issue 8 in 1992, year I was born. And then Namor, like I referenced earlier, was 1939. That's 80 years ago. Yeah, the New Warriors. This must be recently updated, because it says here Marvel's New Warriors. This is Wikipedia, by the way, so this is not always a reliable source, but this means that someone out there probably heard this news similar to what I heard a year ago, and maybe updated this to kind of match that. So I'm not the only one that's thinking this. This is not fact. You can't get all your facts from Wikipedia. But let's just read this anyway, okay? So take this with a grain of salt, but let's take a look. Marvel's New Warriors, or simply put, New Warriors, is an upcoming American TV series created by Kevin Beagle, based on the Marvel comic superhero team of the same name, New Warriors. It is set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which we know that was something they wanted to do, sharing continuity with the films and other TV series of the franchise. The series is produced by ABC Signature Studios and Marvel Television, with Beagle serving as showrunner. Then it talks about the stars: Milana Vayntrub as Doreen Green, Squirrel Girl, and Derek Theler as Craig Hollis, Mr. Immortal. And then it has the rest of the cast here: Jeremy Tardy, Callum Worthy, Matthew Moy, and Kate Comer. It looks really good. It looks really funny. It looks like it's teed up to be a grand old time where all these guys, they get powers they're not prepared for, or they don't fully understand or master, or even don't want. Many of these guys, like Mr. Immortal, at first he's like, yeah, dude, I can't die. And then he's like, holy cow, I'll never die. He's like, he's going to live forever and be alone. And like, he's going to watch people die over and over. It's like a tragedy, sad comedy for him, but for everyone else, it's just pure comedy. It'll be really fun. I can't wait. I really hope that this is what ABC is talking about, is New Warriors. Again, this is Wikipedia, but all of this information I know, except for the fact that it is in fact going to be on ABC. I know that ABC was in talks a little while ago, at least a year ago. It was at least mentioned, because the entire cast was campaigning if Freeform was rejecting their slot and giving it to other people, and ABC had an open slot. They were already talking with them about possibly getting on that network, but there was something that was hindering them from doing that. So that, to me, maybe they just didn't want to have two superhero shows on their slate at the exact same time, and they're waiting for ABC was waiting for the run of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to finish out. So I think this could be it. I think this is the time for New Warriors. I freaking love Derek Theler. He's an amazing actor. Baby Daddy's one of my favorite like sitcom type shows. Really like that. I was so sad when it ended. It was amazing, and it came out right around the time that I had my daughter. So it was real. I'm sorry. I didn't come out around that time. I watched it on Netflix, I believe it was, right around the same time that I had my daughter. So I watched it after it was already wrapped up. But man, it was so good. Love that show. I can't wait to see it. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. Oh yeah, and one more thing. I just wanted to show you guys that this is the video that I made a year ago. Not a ton of views or anything like that. not everyone was looking for this. Nobody knows about the new Warriors. Nobody knows about Squirrel Girl. And fewer people knew that it was coming and canceled and possibly being picked back up. But I just want to let you guys know that, first of all, just for the heck of it, I told you so. And second, if this does pan out, I'm really excited because I've been waiting for this for a very long time. I cannot wait. You guys let me know what you think about this news down below in the comments. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you can be alerted right away when I go live next time, just like this. And then I could read your comments down below. We could have a conversation. It'd be a lot of fun. So tell me in the comments who your favorite new Warrior is and who you can't wait to see. Do you want to see Milana Vayntrub? Do you want to see Theler? Who are you looking for? Matthew Moy? What is the person you're looking most forward to seeing in this show? I can't wait to see your comments and talk with you about these. Let's get it. You guys rock, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your time, whether it's day or night, and you stay tuned for more right here on the Stuff of Legend. Take care, guys.